All right, check this out. What you're looking at is a fully functional retro snake game. It's got the authentic Windows 95 styling, it's running at a smooth 60 frames per second, and it even has real-time AI commentary powered by Amazon Bedrock. Now, the crazy part? I built this entire thing from the initial idea to a deployed app in less than 30 minutes. Let's dive into exactly how.
Yep, you heard that right. That's the claim. An AI-powered retro game complete with a cloud backend, a local fallback AI, and a pixel-perfect UI, all built from a simple idea in under half an hour. I know it sounds impossible, because until now, it pretty much was.
So, that's the big question, isn't it? How is any of that even possible? Well, to really understand the solution, we first have to get on the same page about the problem that every single developer faces, the old way of building software.
You know the drill. We've all been there. You get this great idea for an app, you're all fired up to build it, but then reality sets in. You're staring down the barrel of that traditional, and let's be honest, often grueling development cycle. Just think about your own workflow for a minute. The data shows that developers spend up to 70% of their time on things like boilerplate, project setup, and configuration. That's time you're not spending on the cool stuff, the actual features that make your app unique. It's like a massive tax on your creativity. And let's be real, our current tools, even the really fancy AI ones we're all using, don't fully solve this, do they? They're great for maybe completing a single function, but they totally lack the big picture. They can't architect an entire application. So we're still stuck constantly switching context between different tools, which just leads to a fragmented and frustrating workflow. Okay, so this is where everything changes. This is the paradigm shift. Instead of an AI assistant that just helps you write code line by line, what if you had an AI that actually acted as your software architect? Well, that's Kiro. Kiro is what's called an agentic IDE. Now, the crucial point here is that this is not just better autocomplete. This is an AI that understands your high-level goals, designs the system, and then deploys a whole team of specialized AI agents. You've got one to write the UI code, another to handle the backend logic, a third to write all the tests, all of them working together to build the entire application for you. It all works on this simple but really powerful principle called Spec-Driven Development. It's just 3 steps. Step 1, you describe what you want in plain English. Step 2, Kiro analyzes that and generates a complete architectural specification. And step 3, a team of AI agents takes that spec and just implements the entire thing, writing the code, the tests, and even the documentation. Okay, theory is great, but seeing is believing, right? Let's get practical. We're going to walk through exactly how Kiro took a simple prompt and built that snake game we saw right at the beginning. This is it. Seriously, this one sentence was the entire project brief. Not pages of technical documents, just a high-level description in plain English. We asked for the core gameplay, a very specific visual style, a cloud AI integration, and even a reliability feature. And almost instantly, Kiro generated this, a clean, perfectly organized project structure. But the real magic is right there, in that .kiro directory. That's where Kiro stores the detailed, machine-readable blueprints that it created. These define everything, from component structure to API endpoints, all from our simple prompt. These specs now guide the entire build process. And this just brilliantly shows Kiro's ability to handle nuance. On the left, you've got basic HTML. On the right, the final product. Kiro actually understood what Windows 95 aesthetics meant. It generated custom CSS to create that iconic gray color, the beveled buttons, and even the right MS Sans serif font. And under the hood, this isn't just some messy, slop-together code. Kiro built a modern game engine using clean ES6 modules for a clear separation of concerns. It's rendering on an HTML5 canvas at a super smooth 60 frames per second, with an elegant main game loop that's actually readable and easy to maintain. So what about that AI commentary? This is so cool. Kiro integrated Claude 3 Haiku, which is a really fast and capable model, through Amazon Bedrock. It architected the API calls to guarantee response times under 500 milliseconds. So what that means for you is the AI's witty remarks never cause a single dropped frame during your game. And what if the user is offline? Well, Kiro actually anticipated this from that smart fallback requirement we gave it. It implemented a sophisticated A-star pathfinding algorithm, which is a classic and really efficient way for an AI to find the shortest path to a target, to act as a local AI. That's not just coding, that's robust, thoughtful product design. So that's the snake game. But this approach goes way beyond just one project. Let's zoom out and look at the broader advantages that make this really feel like the future of building software.
Kiro has some incredibly powerful features baked in. You can use steering files to enforce coding standards across your entire project. Agent hooks automate all the boring stuff like generating documentation and tests every time you save a file. Autopilot mode lets you delegate huge tasks, like building an entire authentication system, and Kiro just handles it. And you can even use multimodal input. Upload a UI mockup, and Kiro will generate the code to match it.
So what does this all really add up to? Let's put some numbers on it. Building this game the traditional way, with all its features, would have easily taken a skilled developer 2 to 3 weeks. With Kiro, we went from an idea to a working, deployable prototype in under 30 minutes. Let that sink in for a second. That's over a 95% reduction in development time. This isn't just a small, incremental improvement. It's a fundamental change that reclaims that 70% of your time we talked about earlier, letting you focus purely on your creative vision.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's simple. Kiro shifts your role from being a line-by-line coder to being a creative director. You provide the vision, Kiro architects the solution, and its AI agents handle all the tedious implementation. And it does this all within your existing workflow. It's about building at the speed of thought.
Look, if this has sparked your curiosity, the best way to really understand it is to just try it yourself. There's a free tier available right now at kiro.dev, so you can go start building your own projects immediately. And that really leaves us with just one final thought. If you could turn any idea into a fully architected and implemented application in a fraction of the time, what would you build?